So if we think negative thoughts consistently, does negative thoughts generate dopamine?
Okay, so there are a couple things that can suppress dopamine. One of them, which I'll just put out there because I think a lot of people will, they will either like this or not like this.
A lack of sleep or what?
Turns out that, and this was published in the journal Cell by two groups working together. Samar Hattar is a good friend of mine, but he's head of the chronobiology unit at the National Institutes of Mental Health, and David Burson's lab at Brown University published a paper showing that exposure to screen type light between the hours of 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. activates a specific circuit in a brain area called the habenula, it's a weird name, that lowers dopamine and creates a sense of disappointment. So it's pro-depressive.
So every teenager in the world is depressing themselves.
That's right.
Or any adult.
Yeah, we all do it.
Who's on their phone after 11, after midnight, 1, 2, whether it be watching a movie, whether it be on an iPad, doesn't matter how close to a screen you are on your phone.
If you dim it way, way down, you don't get this dopamine.
Or you wear the glasses or the
suppressive
biohacking stuff.
You could do that as well,
but
although it's really the brightness of light, not the color of the light.
So the studies by multiple groups are showing that from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m., if you're on your phone, if you're looking at a TV or an iPad or screen consistently, it's going to make you more depressed.
In theory, yes. In practice, you would have to do that pretty consistently.
Got
so
it.
there's not like one exposure.
It's going to dim dopamine.
That's right. It's going to blunt dopamine. And so our levels of things like dopamine and epinephrine, serotonin, and these other so-called neuromodulators reflects our average behaviors, our average thinking. It's not like one thought's going to crush your dopamine. However, if you've ever been working very, very hard or things are really bad and someone cracks a joke and it's actually funny to you, you feel an immediate lift.
Yes.
That's dopamine.
Interesting.
But here's the interesting thing. It has to be funny. If I don't think the joke is funny, let's say we're working very hard. Let's turn this around. Let's say we're working very hard and things are really terrible. Like something really bad is happening. And I make a joke and it's a bad joke. It's going to make it worse. But what's a good or bad joke? It's totally subjective. It's totally subjective.